Justin Bieber has just shocked the world with this latest revelation on what Usher did to him.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second.
These aren't good people! And if Usher knew what was gonna happen to any of those young children that he took to the Flavor Freak Off, is he a good guy? Especially considering what happened to him. Especially considering that he sat with fucking Howard Stern, and Howard Stern said, would you send your kids to Puffy's Flavor Camp? And his immediate response was, hell no! So it's good enough for everybody else's kids, but it's not good enough for you.
All right, Jeff.
He's not good! And the simple fact that Justin Bieber literally made a public statement and said, Usher asked me to do the Super Bowl with him and I turned it down. Why would he turn it down? Who turns down the Super Bowl?
At just 14, Justin Bieber was a kid with a guitar, an angelic voice, and some YouTube videos. It was hard to imagine back then that this young Canadian was about to step into a world of glamour, power, and hidden challenges. What seemed like a fairy tale beginning quickly revealed itself to be much more complicated, something that he wants to protect other artists from.
Me plus you, I'ma tell you one time. I'ma tell you one time. I'ma tell you one time. One time when I met you, come on. Wow.
I ain't mean to stop you like that, but this is only a tease. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you, Island Def Jam recording artist, Justin Bieber. It's getting ready to go down. Just so you know, we're in the studio right now working on it. Get ready because it's gonna be big. Ain't that right, Justin?
That's right.
That's right, so look out, we're coming.
I watched a video of Justin Bieber, and he was talking about Billie Eilish. And he was like, he was almost in tears. He's like, I just want to protect her. I just want to keep her safe.
Yeah.
What do you think he went through?
Because he knows what's been happening to Billie. Just like everybody knew what was happening to Millie Bobby Brown girl with Drake. These people are monsters. You notice Billie Eilish's career has slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
Why? She had that Bond movie song she was doing. Saying,
in 2007, Scooter Braun discovered Justin on YouTube, and his rise to fame was swift. Music giants like Usher and Diddy vied for the chance to manage his career. While Usher recognized Justin's undeniable talent, Diddy saw an opportunity to shape a promising yet vulnerable young artist. He introduced Justin to a world of luxury, parties, sports cars, and extravagant mansions. But beneath the glitz, there were shadows Justin could barely comprehend.
African proverb, to not know is bad, but to want is worse. Willful ignorance and willful blindness is what makes it possible for the diddler to do all the things that he's done to not just women, not just men, children.
Reports suggest that behind the scenes, there were whispers and uncomfortable moments that exposed Justin to situations he didn't fully understand. In public, he was becoming a star, but behind closed doors, he was facing life-altering decisions. At Diddy's infamous parties, Justin was surrounded by celebrities, loud music, and luxury, but something felt off. It was like living a dream, but one that left him increasingly uneasy.
You said Justin Bieber, and I have to ask you because there's a picture circulating online where they show
He's
Justin.
the new Tevin Campbell.
Yeah, they show him crying. You're almost giving him a gateway to speak his truth of what happened to.
I wish Tevin Campbell would speak to him or for him. Because the same thing that they did to him, they're doing to Bieber right now. And I have evidence That poor kid. And all because he got discovered by Usher. And then Usher took him right over there to the diddler. And let the good times roll.
Let the good times roll.
The last freak off tape that just got sold on the dark net, which I know because I monitor, went for $500 million. It had multiple stars in it. Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, Drake.
Diddy emerged as a complex figure for Justin, sometimes a mentor, other times a figure of control. Small, unsettling moments began to stack up, making Justin question who he could really trust. Over time, Justin made the decision to distance himself from Diddy, recognizing that some of the early experiences he had weren't as they seemed. Years later, Justin's story with Diddy raises important questions about the music industry and the way young talent is treated. How well does the industry protect its rising stars? What's acceptable in the pursuit of success? I mean, just look at how he was treated.
Wow! I feel violated right now. Wow.
We have to be naked on stage during one full song. Answer Justin Bieber.
I have like little girl fans. I can't go.
Squeeze your face.
No.
Squeeze your face.
You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 16. I'll be 17 in like 2 weeks.
I don't ever remember smelling that good at 16. Wow, look at your eyes. What? So look at him. Look at that beautiful face. All right.
That makes me feel uncomfortable.
One of the more curious episodes occurred when Justin spent 48 hours under Diddy's care. At the time, it was framed as an opportunity for Justin to learn what it meant to live like a star. But the details of those 2 days remain vague.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, you come down there, you gotta, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
16.
You're not ready.
16.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down, Justin.
Okay.
Let's slow down, okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion.
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang out some girls.
Man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, kid.
While the public narrative spoke of an unforgettable experience, Justin felt a growing discomfort. He was being watched, evaluated, and subtly pressured to prove himself in ways he couldn't fully grasp at the time. Many people have claimed his manager, Scooter Braun, was complicit in what happened to him, and this could have some credibility considering Scooter's reputation suddenly seems to have fallen off a cliff.
Oh, Scooter Braun is over. Like, everybody is leaving his ass. Ariana Grande and Demi Lovato have reportedly parted ways with their manager Scooter Braun, and then Justin Bieber is still under contract with him, but he is also looking for new management. Something's coming out about this man soon, watch. Because why all of a sudden everybody's leaving him? Karma's a bitch. Siri, play Karma by Taylor Swift. Stop playing. And then the fact that these are his top clients too, something's going on. We're witnessing Scooter Braun's downfall in real time. We used to pray for times like this, and it's finally happening. Wow. The way him losing clients has literally became like a new Twitter meme, like a little trend. Somebody posted this and said, little pound cake has split from her manager, Scooter Braun. Not the Billboard reports. Then somebody said Peppa Pig parted ways with him too. I can't. Y'all need to stop. It's too funny.
Over time, as Justin matured, he became more private about this period, avoiding discussion of it in interviews. Those close to him have hinted that something about that experience didn't sit right. He got into drugs, and this was a big worry for many.
There was a time where I was sipping lean, I was popping pills, I was doing Molly, shrooms, everything. And it was just an escape for me. I was just young, like everybody in the industry and people in the world who experiment and do, just normal growing up things. But my experience was in front of cameras, and I had a different level of exposure and people, and I had a lot of money and a lot of things. So then you have all these people around me just kind of hanging on, wanting stuff from me, knowing that I was living this lifestyle that they also wanted to live, drinking, smoking.
I think when you take somebody very, very young and they start to get horrible, crazy, crippling anxiety and it goes undiagnosed and you don't know what it is that you're feeling, you start to self-medicate because it makes you feel better. Just help you not to feel anything.
With all the success that we've had, we've also had some really turbulent times. When he turned 18, it started bubbling a little bit. 19 to 21? That was probably that dark period.
We didn't speak a lot during some of the times where he was running amok. There were a few times where I saw him and it just kind of hurt my heart seeing him the way he was, So I think I just kind of put a little distance with that for my own sake.
Over time, Justin started feeling emotionally worn out, particularly from conversations where Diddy discussed loyalty and expectations. He began to realize that their relationship was less about mentorship and more about control. As Justin attempted to set boundaries, he noticed a shift in Diddy's treatment toward him. The support that once felt unconditional started to fade, replaced by a more distant and transactional dynamic.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything?
Yeah,
Starting to act different, huh?
No,
you ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, you tried to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'll tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 55.
Publicly, Justin continued to thrive, but behind the scenes, he was learning the true cost of fame. Diddy's mentorship left Justin questioning whether he was growing as an artist or simply molding himself into what the industry demanded of him. As invitations to exclusive events continued, the tension built. Justin felt obligated to attend, yet increasingly uncomfortable in those environments.
21, man. 21 and we have our first shot. Never had our first shot ever. Justin Bieber's first shot ever. Do not believe everything you hear. Come and have a drink with your big brother. You can't make it around this. This is yelling on it. Absolutely.
First shot ever.
21, man. 21 and we have our first shot. Yelling on it. Never had our first shot ever. Justin Bieber's first shot ever. Do not believe everything you hear. Come and have a drink with your big brother. Don't, you can't make a clown face. He's yelling at
First shot ever.
The breaking point came when Justin began talking openly about his mental health struggles, admitting that part of his difficulties stemmed from the pressures he faced early in his career. While he never explicitly mentioned Diddy, it became clear to fans that he was referring to that challenging period. Although he managed to distance himself from Diddy's influence, the emotional toll of that relationship is still evident. Throughout this journey, Usher played a crucial role in Justin's life, not only as the person who discovered him, but also as a protector during pivotal moments. Or did he? Recent developments have revealed that Usher was just as complicit in what happened to Justin as Diddy was.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shouts out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed, at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Usher.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early than me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
What the did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was stupid. Listen.
We're having a good time, yo. Your Usher made it in the... Hey, yo.
Gene Deal has also claimed Diddy groomed Usher.
And when you look at the lawsuit, even though they got Usher's name redacted, you could tell who it is because they described him as the guy that performed at the Super Bowl.
Right.
So, we all know who that is, but how you feel about that, man?
Well, I mentioned that earlier, that he said about Stevie J. The Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a certain feeling and I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay Shay, and I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? About the business, right? I know, and people know, that was around in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I let Usher explain that to y'all. I let Usher tell that story. But how dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bruh, you know I know. Let me reframe you on something. Remember Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room. Had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a fellatio right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a fellatio. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in her mouth. Now I'm telling that because you taking up for somebody that you know and a lot of more people know didn't do you right.
If you don't mind me asking, because I know the topic is sensitive, what happened to Usher?
I heard about some music executive from the industry back in Harlem You know, I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not gonna speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like that, and they may be doing some programs, they may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
Where did you hear?
Bro, you know how people be talking and we was around some people, something like that, and then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't even know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And when people say, yo, man, I don't F with them niggas, man, I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, nigga was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. But I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time. Then you heard it, and that's what happened. And that's just, that's something that you heard. You don't know if it's true, you just heard it. So, and just to hear this, and this new thing where they saying that they got kids coming forward and said that he did that, man, that shit is crazy. And like I just said, that's just something that I heard. It's something that I didn't know. It's something that I ain't see. A lot of people want to, because Gene Deal has spoken on certain things that I've heard, I have spoken on it. But then they were just trying to say, I know. No, I'm not scared to say what I heard. And if there's any truth to it, then it's truth to it. Let them find it. Things that I've saw or things that I've witnessed and been a part of, I've said it.
Do you think Usher will ever face reckoning for this? Let us know in the comments.